Joe, how are things different for you now compared to when you first got here?
I know the system. I know how to maneuver now, the offense, and now it's just up to me being a leader now.
You feel more comfortable, more kind of in tune to everything?
Yes, sir, definitely. But leadership is going to be the biggest thing for me this year. The incoming freshmen, the newcomers, I had to be able to lead them because I know what coaches expect for this upcoming year.
Is that something? Does that come naturally, or is that something that you have to work on in terms of the leadership?
It comes naturally, you know. Also lead with my actions too. Me working hard, working out constantly. I try to get guys in the gym with me as well. So it's basically natural to me.
You mentioned putting in the work. I guess what areas of your game are you trying to work on the most this offseason?
My shooting. My shooting has to be, knocked down. I have to knock down every shot. I have to be very dangerous from the arc. And also my passing. I feel like my passing is good, but it could also get better. Making the right reads off screens, finding my bigs more, and involving my teammates a lot more.
What did you learn from the coaches when you had the season wrap-up meetings? Is that basically what they had told you?
Yeah, just decision making, and I just had to be able to score. I'm a great scorer. I was overthinking last year, but that's not going to happen this upcoming year.
Do you think you're going to play mostly on ball, off ball? What do you think your role is going to be, kind of from that standpoint?
I'm fine with playing whatever coaches want me to play, whatever is best for the team.
What was your biggest takeaway from everything that happened last season?
Biggest takeaway, me personally or team wise?
Yeah, for you.
Don't get in my head so much. Basketball is meant to be fun, and I felt like me getting in my head made it not fun. So I just got to enjoy the game that I started playing when I was 4. So that was my biggest takeaway.
So where do you think that came from? Where did that getting in your head?
Situations. I feel like, off the court, on the court, I felt like I wasn't performing how I know I can perform. I just felt like I was regressing in my play, but in reality, I was just in my head. So because basketball is a mental game, so I had to get past the mental part.
Any moments that stand out at all when you were in your head?
I would say not really. It was just accumulation of things that were happening, like in practice. I missed a shot, I turned it over, and I just let that linger in my head and go on to the next play.
How'd you get out of that, or are you out of it?
I am out of it. How I got out of it, just the people around me, my friends, parents, siblings, like they really helped me get through it and praying a lot.
How's your shot technique and who's working with you this summer?
My shot technique, it's not me changing my technique. It's more perfecting how I shoot. And I've been working with Pete, a lot 90-10, and then my trainer back at home, Nicholas Winchell. So they've really been helping me with that too.
Have you guys seen at all what the rings are going to look like? Is that something you guys have talked about, or?
No, I don't even know when we're going to get them yet, so I have to ask.
Are you excited?
Yeah, definitely.
What have you been doing the last few weeks? Where have you been and where have you been working out?
I've been at my high school, Bowling Green High School. I've been working out with Nick. And I also worked out in the sand, ran the hills a lot just to keep me conditioned and stuff.
Are you surprised Jalen came back, or do you expect him to come back?
I would say yes and no. He has to do what's best for him, and I felt like he chose to come back because he felt like that was best for him. And even if he left, I know he was going to prosper whatever decision he made because he's a great player, so he was going to figure everything out.
You watched Kevin play last year. What can he add to your team?
He can definitely defend. He can score at all 3 levels. He's gonna. Our thing last year, we couldn't really defend, and I feel like he's gonna bring that aspect out this year with us.
You like playing defense, so how much could you also appreciate a guy who can do that.
Yeah, I love defenders. Even when they're guarding me, it just gets everybody better. And we're gonna meet scrappy people this year, so it'll get us prepared for all of that as well.
What do you mean you're going to be a leader? You were saying leadership.
Just encouraging guys. I don't want people to go through what I went through last year, constantly in their head, because I've been there. And so when I see that, I'm gonna try to nip that in the bud right away, and just leading the team back to what we did last year, win the national championship, because I was part of that, and I have experience as well. So using my experience to preach to other guys.
What did we not see from you last year that you got?
I would say everything. I'm a big scorer. You guys didn't see that from me because we had a bunch of scores. We had O, we had CB, we had Jalen, and Remy, Dave. We had all those guys that could score, and I didn't really have to do that last year. My focus was defending and locking down their score, the opposing team score. So I could definitely score very quick, and I feel like I didn't show my athleticism enough last year.
What was it like being back home as a national champion? Were people coming up to you?
Oh, definitely. I had got a bunch of congrats. But you know, when I went back home, it was all about work for me. I'm leaving that in the past. I'm looking forward to next year.
All right, Joe.
Thanks,
you.
Joe.
All right.